Hi, Devlin here, and welcome to Misunderstood Movies. Before we begin, I remind people this is my opinion and belief. You can disagree with me, and please comment if you do or don't in the comment section below. But please be nice about it. We are all movie fans here, and that's what truly is important. So be respectful to all. Today I look at the case of My Bloody Valentine, the 1981 slasher horror film directed by George Mihalka, starring Paul Kellman, Laurie Hollier, Neil Affleck, and Cynthia Dale. The screenplay was written by John Baird. What people expected was another slasher film in the styles of Halloween and Friday the 13th. What they got was just that, but even though it made double its budget back, it didn't become a household name like lesser movies in the genre. This Canadian film got its start with the title The Secret, but its producers thought it might get a better distribution deal if it cashed in on the holiday-themed movies that had done solid business as of late, like Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Prom Night. It worked. Paramount was interested, and My Bloody Valentine was born. Many other holiday films would follow, but the producers lucked out on getting a strong holiday that hadn't been utilized yet. They also had three other factors that worked in their favor too. A script that tried to tell an actual story with fleshed out characters, a setting that was original with a unique and visually frightening murderer, and an attempt to have more gore and blood than its fellow special day horror movies. Filming began in Sydney Mines, Nova Scotia in September of 1980, and only 6 months later, in February 1981, it was in theaters, having people watch the terror unfold while eating their popcorn on the edge of their seats. It doubled its money back, but Paramount considered it a major disappointment considering the numbers Halloween and Friday the 13th took in. They didn't just want a good and profitable horror film, they wanted big bucks and franchise possibilities. Like a lot of misunderstood movies, My Bloody Valentine garnered a huge cult following over the years. It never got a sequel, but it did get a not as good but not that bad remake in 2009. I always liked that My Bloody Valentine actually tried not to give us a good story, but made it a bit of a murder mystery to boot. Actors on the film weren't even told who the killer was until they filmed the reveal scene in the movie. I like that they made an attempt in giving us detailed characters and not just a bunch of forgettable, stereotype high school kids. They didn't always succeed, because some of the young adult characters in this film are annoying and generic, but the main players in the love triangle try their best with what they are given. I always thought the backdrop of a mining town was amazing, and filming in actual mines, which according to the director was difficult and limited for lighting, made for a perfect setting for this horror film. The full mining gear used for the killer is terrifying and gives a strong presence, more than a simple mask or hockey equipment. There is a lot of gore and blood in this film, which had the producers fighting the censor boards and having to edit every kill in the film. Some scenes were lost, but many have been found and put back in later media versions of the film. The movie also got some flack that some of the budget was covered by the Canadian government in a filmmaking grant. Some critics and people who thought this money should go to actual art and not a simple gore-filled slasher film. The movie disappeared from theaters quickly, but found its fanatical fans through cable TV, video, and DVD. The movie could have easily disappeared like many from the early 80s did, but its loyal fans have kept the title alive, and some even consider it one of the best in the slasher genre. Now let me know what you thought in the comments, and let's have a conversation about this film. Are you one of those who thought this movie was a cheap knockoff of better horror films, or are you like me and consider My Bloody Valentine a misunderstood movie?